Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Comic Book Nostalgia. I'm CB Nostalgia, and I thought we could take a couple minutes to talk about the Fantastic Four. Well, fans are pretty excited about the potential of the Marvel Cinematic Universe Fantastic Four, and we got some early teases. As many of you know, John Krasinkski appeared as Reed Richards in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and since then, many fans, myself included, have been speculating on whether Krasinkski could be the primary Reed Richards in the MCU. Now, over on Twitter today, there has been quite the mess, and many people have run with this recent rumor that Krasinkski has signed a big contract deal with Marvel Studios. And I hate to break the news to everybody, it doesn't seem to be true to me. Now, I found a really great article from Forbes, and it broke down how this kind of spiraled out of control, and most of those usual suspects will tell you pretty much anything they need to get you to click, are running with a rumor that's not even remotely based in fact. Now, how did all this start? Well, most of this appears to be coming from a quote from Anson Mount, who played Black Bolt in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, as well as the character in the Inhuman series. Now, recently he talked to Esquire, and I'm going to go ahead and read the quote that he ran through that really got everybody out on this limb. He said, "No, Patrick Stewart was actually not there. He was shooting Picard. That was a very interesting shoot because my role came up in the reshoots. As you can imagine, several of the actors were quite busy. Patrick wasn't there, Chiwetel was not there, Krasinski's contract wasn't even done. He was there. We had actors playing those roles, knowing they were going to be substituting their shots or transplanting faces. I've never done anything quite like that before, and I was in disbelief about how well it cut together." Now, listen carefully to what he said because there's something very interesting to catch in the quote. He said Krasinski's contract wasn't even done. And now, many of these sources have taken this and run with it to think that John Krasinski has actually signed to play Reed, as if that confirms something. And let's be clear, it does not. Now, there is the distinct possibility that John Krasinkski could very well be the MCU Reed Richards. He was really great in Doctor Strange, and many fans are all for it, but that's not what Mount is saying in this quote. The only thing Mount really means here is that everyone showed up for the role is going to have some sort of contract in place no matter what, and at the time of filming, Krasinski's wasn't done. Eventually, they did obviously come up with a contract for Krasinkski because he made the final cut of the movie. Now, a contract for him to appear in Multiverse of Madness is just that, a one-time deal. And this does not mean that he actually signed a multi-year, multi-film contract, but more likely one for that very specific scene. Kevin Feige has even expanded on this and come out and said that he specifically got Krasinkski for the cameo to fulfill those fan casting dreams. This has been something people have talked about on social media for a couple of years now, but he didn't confirm anything more than that, even when given the chance. Now, earlier today, this got compounded by more rumors that the same actor had signed on the dotted line to play Reed in the Fantastic Four, as well as Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars. But as I dug around, I'm not finding any coherent sources that actually verify this is the case. I've even reached out to a couple of scoopers, and they also tell me this isn't the case and this is not true. Now, as we said, Krasinkski still could end up playing the part. It's totally not impossible. But there have been a lot of other names thrown around to play Reed Richards, including Penn Badgley, Jamie Dornan, and The Walking Dead's Andrew Lincoln. Now, as we always say here, nothing is official until Kevin Feige, Disney, or Marvel Studios make it so. And I do suspect in the upcoming D23, we'll probably finally get an answer to this big question about Reed Richards. At that point, we'll find out if Krasinkski is indeed playing Reed or another actor to take on the series. Honestly, I do wonder if they'll go with a different actor. The Council of Reeds is something that's pretty big in the comics, and you need multiple Reed Richards castings for that, and at this point, if they added a new one for the MCU, they would really have a nice group to run with, and they could bring Krasinkski back later on. Now, Krasinkski did play a little bit of a game with Jimmy Fallon earlier this week. That does lead me to believe maybe something's brewing behind the scenes, but all of those rumors today are totally based in this Anson Mount quote and really don't mean anything. I just want you guys to be informed, and we're really going to start doubling down on separating rumor from truth and things that are official so we can be the source for you for that kind of news. You know, actual news. Obviously, we're going to cover the Fantastic Four really close on this channel, and if John Krasinski does get the nod, we're going to let you know right away. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button to not miss any updates. But until we know more, what do you guys think? Do you believe John Krasinski will continue to be Reed Richards inside of the MCU? And how do you feel about Anson Mount's quote being so misrepresented by so many people? You know, most of those people will do anything for clicks. Tell me what you think in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you hit like, click subscribe, and if you don't ring that bell, you're not getting any updates. Peace.